Good afternoon, and
Good
welcome
afternoon.
to the Valentine's Day premiere of the Bling Tea with GWO, Grown Women Only Talk Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We know you could be doing a lot of other things on this fabulous Sunday, but we're so excited that you chose to spend the afternoon with us and our featured guest all the way from New Jersey. He is I'm going to just say, the latest exponential Instagram blow up, Mr. Dwayne Jones, digital artist. I
What's up, y'all?
I'd like to also introduce you to all of us, your co-hosts, because you haven't met us previously. Um, Dawn is from where, dear heart? Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, guys, but right now in Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome, Dwayne.
How you doing?
Bless, sir, bless.
Sounding all
That's
East
good.
Coast.
That's
Listen
good.
to us. And
That's where I'm from.
we know what's up. We know. And coming to us from the southern front, the eastern southern front is whom? Who are you? Yes, you.
Yes, mum. I was waiting for you to finish. Sorry. Hello. Raised overseas, but currently resides in Alabama at this time.
Oh my God. She's raised overseas. I want you guys to remember that voice because it's one that you will never forget. It crept up on me, I would say, roundabout. What year was it, dear? What year did we meet up over there at that place in Montgomery?
2013.
Was it 13? Well, she crept up on
Mm-hmm.
me at an undisclosed location, we'll just say. We're working together, and that voice is just held on to me for all these years. And so here we are. And I am Cara. My name is Chandra. However, my stage name is Cara for my performing arts company, Cara Jones Unlimited, LLC. The BLINGTea with GWO Talk Show is a part of the Grown Women Only. Cara Jones Unlimited presents Grown Women Only social gathering and network that I established under the umbrella of my performing arts company for like-minded women allergic to foolishness in 2016. And today, as I stated, as we um, got on here initially, we are having our first talk show that brings us all together from around the country virtually. So I'm going to hand it over to Dawn.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, she's done a great introductory of you, Mr. Jones. You're
I see.
from, yes. I'm like, wow. But you were born in Newark, New Jersey.
Yes.
And you're self-taught. You're a self-taught graphic artist, which is amazes me. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I basically was always, into art, and as I ventured a little bit more, I got into digital art, which was something that was very different and very challenging. But I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew what I seen, and I know I can make it tangible by getting involved. So basically, I taught myself.
Awesome. Awesome. So I want to rewind a little bit back, really a little bit back in the 80s, part of your hip hop, yeah, history you got going on. So you were under the artist name Hassan, which you released a hit record. Actually, it was worldwide called City Life. And you opened up for Run DMC, Force MDs, the Fat Boys, Curtis Blow. Can you just give me a little bit of that background history you got going on that led you up to where you are today?
Well, basically, back then, hip hop wasn't too world spread. Like in every city, you didn't have many people who doing it, and that was something else that I was pretty good at. You know, I was doing shows, opening up for like Blue Magic, Rakeman and Brown, Phyllis Hyman,
Awesome.
and I happened to get discovered in Orange, New Jersey, by George Kerr, who was a part of Sugar Hill. So one thing led to another. You know, I went to Sugar Hill, made my first demo, and you know, it hit my first one, which is kind of rare, you know. And one thing led to another. Morby Waters booking agency, and I started doing shows, and it was pretty cool, but you know, wasn't really what I wanted to do.
I see. I see you have found your passion here. This great digital artwork that you have. I've been scrolling through your artwork. It's phenomenal. I'm actually gonna hit it over to Britt so she can ask you a couple of questions about the artworks that she was looking at.
Okay.
Hello again. We are so pleased to meet you. So I was reviewing a few of your photos that you've digitally created, and all of them are so beautiful. On this one that I've chosen, it is stated magnitude. What is it? Can you give us a feel of what was in your head to create this?
Basically, that was going to be a mural, for a building that I had made a deal with. And I needed something black and something like colossal. So basically, the colors, the blues, the burnt orange, the purples. To me, that brings out, you know, something colossal, like which I was looking for. And she stands there with power, you know. So the designs basically is to bring her out and emphasize what she stands for.
Right, we appreciate that. That is very lovely.
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so this piece we're looking at, you entitled it Magnitude, right?
Right.
And it's interesting because when the ladies and I were looking at it the other night, just choosing, you know, from your massive inventory of pieces, you know, to share on our talk show today, I said to them, this reminds me of like a dragon. I see a dragon in there, the swerve around, you know, you're calling that gold area, you said colossal, right? And
right.
That swerve in there around the neckline that goes up around her crown here.
Right.
Colossal is an interesting term that you would use to describe this, because for me, the blue hues also brought in a feel of water. So when I heard you say colossal, I'm trying to think, was there a movie out there about a colossal, something colossal? I remember.
Well, basically,
go on.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
Well, basically, I really like what you said, because that was your vision of, you know, what's shown here. But basically what I did was I used fractal patterns. As I added the fractal patterns, I seen one thing, like which I seen like markings, which to me represent like something colossal. At the same time, you took it with the blues and the patterns, and you know, you seen something else. Like I always say, you know, if someone looks at a picture and everybody sees the same thing, then I did something wrong. I like when people see what they see and use their imagination. That's a good thing.
Gotcha. Well, you know, it's interesting. As you and I spoke, sir, I agree wholeheartedly with you that, you know, we all have our own lens. And so, you know, with that in mind, everyone may see something different. We all have our,
exactly.
you know, worldview and life experience. So it can happen. It can happen. Thanks, Britt.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So speaking that we are in Black History Month, sir. Let me pause right there, because I like this piece that Cara just put up. Can you give me a little bit about this abstract warrior?
Yes, and as you see, that's exactly what she is. When I sing this warrior here, you know, I sing the feminine side and I sing a warrior side. So basically, the colors I put in there, you know, red stands for, you know, her anger and her passion to take care of business when she has to. And as it goes up, you know, you see the lavenders and the other colors on the feminine side. And at the same time, you know, I love abstract because people can look at abstract and they, like I said, they can see what they want to see. What they want to see.
Yes, I agree because I see strength and royalty in her when I look at her. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Right. I was looking at it as though like a flower bomb, like a lotus.
Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Jones, I hear a slight echo coming from you. Do you have a headset?
Yes, I have earplugs on. Should I take them off?
Do you have one that you can plug in to your device?
No.
Okay, that's all right. You're good. We should be okay. Just come a little closer to your device then.
Okay. That's good.
That's much better. Thank you kindly. Britt, you were saying, what did you see? Britt?
I was letting him know that in this photo, as Miss Dawn stated, she saw warrior. I saw the flower bomb, the lotus flower, so many essence of a woman, floral, gentle, strong, you know, beast if need be. So many themes in this photo. That's why I was agreeing with him as far as like the abstract warrior.
Okay. Mr. Jones, if you could go to your right a little bit so we can get all of you on the screen. If you can move to your right a little bit. Move over. More.
Yeah.
More.
A little bit more.
Right there. Perfect. Perfect. We just want to make sure that when the viewers go on YouTube and they're getting their first YouTube glimpse of you on the BLINGTea with GWO show, that they saw the good of you, okay? We don't want them to say that we captured some of you. We want all of it, okay? Thank you.
Yes, and for the people that are tuned in on the YouTube, please chime in. Let us know what your visual is as far as these lovely, lovely digital art photographs.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, I wanted to add, with this piece, you know, most of your pieces, and I've tried to go through as many of them as I possibly could, I see a lot of the artwork that you create portrays brown skinned yellow people. But even the features, their facial features, the eyes, the nose, the lips, right? But on this one in particular, I actually see an East Asian, an Asian type of demographic. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely correct. You're correct.
So where did this come from? What made you change up?
Well, basically, if you were to see, you know, everything that I created have a lot of different races in there. White, Spanish, Chinese, Asian, you know. I don't just do one particular race, you know. I have pictures of women from all over the world. But mainly when I want to express like my colors on the dark skin, you know, people, dark skinned women, the colors come out a little bit better because they pop. So complexion does play.
What do you mean?
Like complexion plays a big part when you add colors, you know. So what I mean by pop is like bright. I mean, coming at you, you know, catch your attention as soon as you look at it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
yes,
that's interesting. You know, we've all heard, we're all people of color, African American descent, I believe. And you know, we've all heard over the years that our melanin, the melanin in our skin is extraordinary. And so when I hear you say pop, it makes me think of that.
Well, it's also, you know, the richness in the color. I mean, if you were to take some colored chalks and draw a picture on a white chalkboard, you know, it'll look okay, but can you imagine doing the same picture on a black chalkboard? Colors will pop.
Oh, okay, got you. Well, you know, you are the artistic creator. We are those who take it all in. And so this is, I thank you for the education that you're providing us as well, because education and knowledge are key. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm in an art gallery.
I agree.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
I said, I feel like I'm at an art gallery.
Okay.
I brought up a post that you shared on your Instagram because I wanted, you know, the viewing audience and the listening audience, those who will listen via Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and all the other platforms, Apple, to understand that you are not just someone who started creating art, drawing art, you know, creating digital art. And so this particular post on your page came from NBCNewYork.com. And it states that I guess you were a participant in the Unapologetic Art Expo that showcased Black artists' work. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Now that's really funny story right here. I'll tell you what happened. This curator here, I forget her name, I'm very sorry. But she did a show in Brooklyn, and I participated in that show. There was a lot of other artists there. Most of the ones that also participated in this event here. But this event here, I wasn't a part of. But what happened is Channel 4 are the ones that edit her film for her interview. And they happened to stick all my pictures, well, mostly all my pictures in there, you know, and I wasn't even a part of the show. I was in the show the week before this one. This one was basically like all women. So when I seen it on, you know, on TV, and I seen them showing on my art, you know, but they weren't really saying my name, you know. At the same time, I still found that as advertising, it was okay.
Wow.
So your art was featured, but you were not there.
Right. So I guess, you know, I don't really know how that works as far as the way they, you know, do as far as like news clippings. But I guess they, you know, edited all her stuff together from all her previous events, you know, and they just kept showing a lot of pieces that I did, but I wasn't a part of that. No, I wasn't a part of that.
Interesting. Well, I will just say you got some free exposure.
Exactly. That's why I say advertising, yes.
Very much.
The best marketing is what? Referral and word of mouth. So if you ain't got to pay for it, it's even better. It's all good. I'm putting on my headset because I hear an echo. Trying to see where it's coming from. Maybe I'm causing the echo, but I got to get rid of that. Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to add about that, ladies?
No, not this time, but I did have a question in regarding what would you say as all the pieces that you've created, what are the two most prominent pieces to you?
Just like it's hard for everybody else, it's kind of hard for me too, because there's so much there. You know, I can scroll through my own stuff and say, oh, that's one of my favorites, and I go up a little bit more about, oh, this is my favorite. So I basically do the same thing. But the ones I like the most are when I use a lot of colors, lots of colors, like the one in back of me now, you know, those are my favorites.
Awesome.
Okay. And what pieces have been reviewed mostly amongst your fans?
There's a piece I did. I had actually put it also on Facebook on the Black American art. And, you know, like even when I did the violin melody, you know, it went kind of viral, and, you know, within a couple of days, it was up to like 3,000, you know, likes on Facebook, you know. But this particular picture I did for a Black History Month, You know, within 2 days, I went to 24,000 likes.
Whoa.
So yeah, I just watch my phone all day long, and it's like every couple of minutes, it goes another 1,000.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I have several pieces that. Excuse me.
Which piece was that?
It was called Black History Month. As a matter
Okay.
of fact, it's on Instagram also.
Okay, describe it for us. Which one?
It's basically a dark blue plaid background, and the whole outside is black. As a matter of fact, there it is over the couch.
Right here, this one.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Oh my God. Yes.
We talked about that.
Yes.
We talked about that piece.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
it's
ladies.
so calming, so beautiful. Yes.
So you're saying you posted this on Facebook and it got like what, 3,000 likes?
I think we kind of got it mixed up here. I guess
The
it has
blue one.
two pictures that showed me. It was two pictures over the couch. And there it was one with more blue and orange in it. Like, I mean, that's my favorite also, so like I said.
Right.
Okay, wait, was it this one here? Hold on a minute. This one here?
No, the one in the middle.
This one?
Right, over the blue couch, yes.
Right,
yeah.
that one.
You just shared that one like this week.
Right.
And I said, I
That
love
is
the selling concept. There's my comment. Yes, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. So what
Yes,
were you thinking when you came up with this one? What was up with this?
I just took a very dark woman, not too much light on her face. And whatever I added, it had to bring the light.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Captured it
Very
well.
Thing.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Now see,
Yeah, I put it on
Okay, so-
Facebook, and
what did you say?
I said, I put it on Facebook, and within 2 days, it went up to like 24,000 likes. The next day it was at 28.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
great.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
what's interesting is that when I look at this piece in particular, I am seeing, it looks like a young African girl. African descent.
Mhm.
I'm looking at those
Yes.
lips. I'm looking at that nose, but I'm looking at her jewelry, the accessories that she's wearing. And it reminds me of those that we see adorned on them in films, movies.
Mm.
As a part of their costume wardrobe. No?
Yes. So what I had to do was take that, which you sing as far as jury, and put something beautiful and colorful and powerful in there to really outline it.
Okay.
Nice.
This is amazing. As
It is.
amazing. Amazing. Exclamation. Your work is
I looked that one up in the dictionary.
Sir.
So he's going to look it up in a dictionary.
Oh, it's
Well,
not
you
in there.
just
I got
spelled
it
it.
wrong. I thought you knew.
I mean,
me and Merriam-Webster had a contract. I'm contracted to create my own verbiage and diction.
There you go.
Yeah, because this piece right here was giving me the face and spirit of hope.
Ooh.
That's the first thing come to me personally is hope.
Yeah.
So, and that's the beautiful thing about abstract also, because you can have someone, draw a picture of a lion or a tiger or a little boy, and the picture is immaculate. Perfectly drawn. But when you look at it, that's all you see is a tiger, a lion, and a little boy, depending on, what he's doing. When you look at abstract art like this, we all get something different. And to me, that's art.
So this is considered abstract art too?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Should I move on, Britt?
Yes, Mum. So, doing all of the digital pieces, and you've played a part with hip hop, had some legendary bases. What is next for you?
Well, next for me is what I'm doing right now. I have a lot of things lined up. A couple of magazine interviews. I'm supposed to have some stuff coming out in 2 films, as a matter of fact, you know. So my manager, his name is George Clements, and he's very good at what he does. So he has a lot of things lined up for me. So he take care of that part, and I keep my mind creating.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Okay, we held up.
I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. Did you say you have a couple film projects coming up?
Yes, there's a film producer out now. Her name is Jillian Bullock, and she's doing a film called The Couple of Crazy. And I have 3 pictures which will be, in the film in certain scenes. Also, I'm working on something else too, and it's kind of a biggie. I don't want to really mention it right now. I don't want to jinx myself, but I have some pretty decent stuff coming out.
Awesome. Book.
Kudos. That's what's up.
Yes.
Yes,
it is. Congratulations.
I think I told you already.
You don't want to show your book?
That something like this might come one day. And it's like, when we were talking, I think it was just yesterday, I was like, Dwayne, it's manifestation. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time, sir.
God willing.
Amen.
God willing. Absolutely. He's willing, because we see it happening right in front of us.
Yeah.
It's people like you that keep pushing me, and it makes me, inspire me a little more.
We know you're not going to stop. It's like, I go to bed at night, I'm 55, so I be trying to get my pillow about 7:30, 8:30. But if I happen to wake up for any reason and just go online, and because I have you clocked in as a close friend so I don't miss your work, you be posting through the night. I'm like, wait a minute. Why couldn't he wait till we got up? And I said that because the point I'm trying to make is that your inventory is so large.
I have lots of ideas, lots and lots of ideas.
Yeah.
When do you sleep?
Right.
Question. I ask myself the same thing.
Huh? What did he say? I missed that.
I said I asked myself the same question.
Okay. Well, you look well rested. I don't see, no lines and puffy eyes and none of that.
Right.
You look well rested.
Thank you. I guess my cocoa butter soap working.
I know that's right. Black soap, mango soap, cocoa butter soap. We use all of it, right? All of it.
Right.
Okay. Yes. Well, this piece here, I think this is one that resonated with Dawn. And why does it resonate with you so much, Dawn? There's a business that you have that I wanted you to tell the people about too. Put in your plug, girl.
Oh, well, first, this piece right here is it's sexy, it's sensuous. It's like, it is class in a glass, just like you titled it. And it just reminds me of me. I was like, oh, okay, all right, Dwayne. I need this piece on my wall though. I need you. I'm so serious. I was like, if he starts selling these pieces, I need that. I need that on my wall.
Yes, I do sell them.
Yes. Oh, I will be.
Even like the one in back of me, it's a large canvas. They basically come on canvas like that, large canvas.
Awesome. Do you have this one on canvas?
You can easily go there. I have my canvas man standing by. Because you imagine if I put all these pictures on canvas and the amount that's that's requested, I don't have room for.
I understand, totally understand. Well, I will be in touch about this piece here. Okay. And speaking as Cara was sharing, I have a business called One Hope Wine. I sell wines. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, hold on. Can you see that? It's one of our celebration bottles. It says cheers
I
to
don't see
you.
it yet.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it up again, Don.
Uh-oh.
It's huge. How many ounces is that?
It is huge. It's a good question because it's heavy. The bottle is heavy.
Yeah, I'm not getting it on my screen.
Yeah, it's a California sparkling wine. That's a good, where is it? Here's a volume. Oh, yeah. 750 milliliters.
Whoa.
It's a good bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. And this bottle right here, actually, with the company One Hope, they give back to non-for-profit organizations. Most of this bottle right here goes to children, to feed children. When you buy the celebration bottles or the sparkling, bottles, they have a couple of more of them. You get it etched, your saying on them. But yeah, that's my little plug, One Hope Wine, and we just sell wine. It's the Pinot Grigio.
Oh, I like Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of my customers' favorite, the Cabernet Sauvignon. But yeah, anyway.
Cabernet
that
Sauvignon.
piece right.
Did you
Yes.
say Cabernet Sauvignon?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you guys have it in Johannesburg Riesling Fetzer?
We sure do.
Oh. No.
Yes.
Okay, you need to like email me how to get it. That's my favorite.
I sure will. But that piece right there spoke to me, and I was like, "Oh my God, I need that on my wall." And it just, I don't know, it just speaks to me, and it is.
Yes, I hear you. Yes.
In a
To me,
glass.
red wine represents elegance.
Yes, yes. It's like, whoa, that is just, I don't know, it's just amazing. That just really, I get chills. I'm like, hairs are standing right now every time I see that piece. I was like, I need that. I need to own that and put it on my wall. I need that. But you're amazing, sir. Your work is very, very amazing.
Immaculate.
Could you pull up that Spirited piece? That one spoke to me because it's Black History Month. And it's just powerful. Spirited, the three ladies, former First Lady Michelle Obama is on there.
Girl, I got to go find.
Hold yes, that piece.
Yeah,
that piece
that's the one. I knew there was another one.
Sir.
Let me find it. Y'all keep talking to Dwayne. I got to get to.
Oh, well, while she's looking for that, can you talk about your partner? I've read about, is her name Susan Wallace? Is that her name?
Yes. Susan Wallace is someone that really seen something in me, and she started me off. My mother-in-law.
Awesome.
She started me off. When I started doing this, I was just doing it for fun. And she seen something in me. She even invested some money, She owned a boutique up in Bloomfield. She closed the boutique down and, flew my little first art galleries and stuff, We didn't really sell much because, it wasn't like that type of area for that type of event, but we had a ball. We did everything she done for me.
Wow, now that's amazing to have somebody that truly, sees your passion and believes in you, give you that little push.
Yeah, she's seen it.
Yes.
There it is. I found it, Dawn.
Oh, awesome. That piece that grabbed me because it's Black History Month. But for me, it's Black History Month every month. Like, that's real.
Yes.
That's
the epitome of strength.
Yeah, you see that? Oh, that's powerful. That is powerful. I was like, wow. You have them, I don't know, it's like they're just floating, in the sky. They just speak to you.
Well, I try to give it that little colonial look, you know what I'm saying? As far as our country is concerned, but put three powerful Black women in the picture.
Yes, and I appreciate that truly.
Very much.
That one. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did you create this one before Madam President Kamala Harris became elected, sir, or after?
No, I actually created it afterwards. I'm going to tell you something. I really, when it comes to my art, I try to stay away from religion and politics because, the feedback, you understand what I'm saying, When I did this picture, I got a lot of good feedback, and then I had some people saying some really terrible stuff that I didn't want to, repeat, but what I did was I put together three powerful Black women, and that's what I did. all that other stuff they saying and talking. If you read the comments, I don't get involved in that.
Right.
Okay. Well, you know,
Totally.
it's safe not to. I always
Exactly.
say, you know, if you're gonna talk about politics, like me, I'll just post it. I really don't have too much to say about it, having worked in all levels of government, and I mean all. But just leave that alone. Leave
Right.
that.
That's what I did. I just painted a nice picture, and that's all I did.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you know, this is a wonderful tribute, I'm going to call it. You called it spirited, and it is highly spirited, but I see it as a tribute to a wonderful legacy of the powerful and phenomenal and nurturing women of leadership within our race. You know, Kamala Harris, Mrs. Michelle Obama, the late Mrs. Coretta Scott King, wife to the late civil rights leader, Nobel Peace Prize winner, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This is just ominous right here. This is ominous. I love it. And you were telling Dawn, I heard you say, because she inquired, that these pieces that you post on Instagram and Facebook and other social media platforms are for sale. They can be purchased, yeah?
Yes. Some of them are available, some of them are not. Some of them might be one of a kind pieces, reach their limit as far as the sales, so depending on what's available.
Okay.
And what's the size of it? If I were to purchase like the piece behind you in your background, what's the dimensions of that canvas?
That's 38 by 40.
Whoa.
40 by 40 is the biggest I do. I mean, I can go bigger, but it's very expensive when you go, you know, very large.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get it, you want to get it where they don't have to squint at it.
That's what I'm talking about. I have one here in my house, 5 feet by 4 feet.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh, so you know, you're talking mansions and like New York lofts, you know, New York apartments, the rich people apartments, where they got.
That's what I'm trying to get ready for.
20 rooms. No, that's what's up.
Yes.
Think big, think big,
Yes,
think big. I know.
Right.
You better go working, honey.
Right.
Well, this is one of my favorite pieces. And I have to pause. And I wore my little bling ring so y'all can see it. See that? I had this ring for about 7 years. And when I saw this piece pop up the other night, I said, no, he didn't. And then you had all of my hues. I'm a purple girl. I was a purple girl. Okay?
I hear you.
And I said, and it looked like the blue up here around the eyes, because I like sunshades. And I have probably almost 200 sunshades. And I'm looking at that blue, and it almost looked like you had created like an aviator shade with that splash of paint, as you say.
Okay.
This is just, I want it. I want this one too. I want it.
You basically described that picture better than I can. What I tried to do was just take the colors and bring out each feature. The eyes, as far as like, you know, when they wear the eyeshadow on top, so I just felt the blue, which would bring out the purple lavender, you know, and how the purple brings out the cheeks. You know, I just used it as far as like for features. But the way you said it, I like that better.
Unbelievable. 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 There's another one, Britt. Am I okay, Britt?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Y'all jump in. You know, he got so much that we love. And I mean, I'm just scrolling through your Instagram. I feel like, you know, we're at an art show today. Because if you guys in our viewing land and our listening land are not already fans, F-A-N-S, family, followers of the great Mr. Dwayne Jones, digital artist, I behoove you, admonish you, encourage you to get in with him now while he can, you know, he can have, you know, infinite followers on these platforms, but right now he engages with his audience, his followers. Go ahead and follow his public page while you can, because he will comment back to you. And
Please
I mean,
do.
I'm just saying, we may not be able to always see this art as we're viewing it right now. This man is going somewhere, y'all. He going fast. It ain't no midnight train to Georgia. This is infinity right here. Oh, here's the piece. I was looking for this one. Remember this, y'all?
Yes, ma'am, we talked
Girl,
about that. Yes.
y'all know I am one of the first, well, the second instrument I learned to play. You better get out of here. Stop liking videos. I'm trying to show something. These people acting up. Look at this mess. Let me go here. One of the second instruments I started playing, there it is, was the violin. First instrument I started playing was the piano at age 4 or 5. But the violin I learned to play second, and that's how I really started perfecting my knowledge of reading music in different clefs. So when I saw this piece here that he so brilliantly displayed on this wall, again, it's wall art. Look how big it is, y'all. Over this couch, I was just like, I'm still just sitting here like, oh my God, oh my God. Dwayne, tell us about this. What is this?
That one represents peace. That's one of my mother's favorite pieces, you know. I seen a calm scene on the beach by the shore, you know, and put the keys in there. The keys, you know, can basically play any type of melody that you want to play. But when you look at them here, you see them playing something calm. And you know the strings are, you know, mellow everything else. So I had to have some strings floating by.
Unbelievable.
All about peace.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Well, you know, coming from the Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area, I grew up around the water, Golden Gate Bridge, Bay Bridge, you know. And I used to always, my dad loved the water, and I used to always go to the water because the water for me, you know, it made me feel at peace, you know, peace, solitude, right?
Yes.
Now, since I've been in Houston area, Greater Houston for 2 years, I experienced my first flash flood in 2019. I don't like water anymore. But when I saw this piece right here, it helped me. You know, I'm a clinical mental health counselor, and we often, you know, share coping strategies. Drawing, art therapy is actually a coping strategy. Do you find it that, or is it just relaxation for you? Sir?
It's a little of both.
Little both?
It works for everything. Relaxing, stress, hard day, easy day, beautiful day, bad day. It works for everything.
So any mood that you
it's my passion.
We know that, and we know that.
It's my other world. It's my other world. Sometimes I can sit there and do a piece. I may start at 8 o'clock in the morning. I look at the clock, it's going on 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
You just said something right there. Wait a minute. You said it's your other world. Is this creating art an escape mechanism for you?
It basically, you know, no matter what's going on with you or in your life at the time, it takes you somewhere else. So, I mean, a place where there's no ill feelings. Everything is just create as you like.
Nice. Yeah. Peace.
Peace.
Yes.
This one helped me. Because, I mean, I'm not too fond of water. It's raining now, and they're talking about, you know, potential hazardous weather tonight and tomorrow. It's supposed to get like down to 10 degrees here. Ain't that something? And I'm like, Lord, don't let it rain like this. But this did give me peace and tranquility.
Yes.
So thank you for, you know, sharing that. Thank you. Thank you. There was another one, Britt. Where's that one? I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
Is that the one I love that I felt like you was speaking about me?
Yes, Mom.
A little bit.
I saw it. I passed it. Hold on a minute. Because we are about 4:53 and we don't want to get kicked out of here or anything like that. You know, these social media platforms and Zoom platforms, they'll let you put a time on. I think I put an hour and 15 minutes, but honey, they funny.
There it is. There it is.
Where you go?
My piece.
Here.
He's there.
You better come back.
Here I am. That's my granddaughter trying to call me.
Hi, baby girl. What's on YouTube?
She's calling back.
On YouTube.
She won't stop calling back.
Oh.
That's precious.
Well,
Holly, you gotta call me back. I'm on an interview, okay?
Aw.
Call me back. I'm on an interview.
He's a family man, y'all. A family man.
So enough. One for the family man.
yeah, that's good. Mm.
Yeah, this piece is sensual, though, Britt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let her talk about it. I'm gonna put my little heart right here because I see something coming. I feel it, Britt. Hello, heart. It is Valentine's Day. Did we say happy Valentine's to everybody, y'all?
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day. And well, you know, Mr. Jones is handling some business.
Oh, wait a minute.
Why don't you
Didn't
ladies
have this up
step
there
to
before?
the side of yours?
The numbers?
Why don't you pull to the side for a minute so that our viewing audience can see the different tapestries, art wall tapestries that we are displaying today. Mine, as you can see, is a woman with a head wrap wearing sunshades like me. I love sunshades. She got her lipstick on. She got her paisley and purple hue. And she's puffing on a cigar. She blowing smoke. Okay, all I'm saying is blow smoke. What's up with yours, Dawn?
Oh, I like the roots on the tree.
I'm
I'm gonna push this up a little bit. See the lights? It's wonderful.
Link I just clicked.
Okay,
It's just growth. It reminds me of growth and strength. Have your roots dug deep. Sound foundation.
And Britt?
Of course, I have to go with the young lady who is crowned, and not of her own, but because of who is her head, which is God. And it basically says, I am the daughter of the king who is not moved by the world, to my God is with me and goes before me. I do not fear because I am his. And that is a true statement that defines me.
Wow.
Ain't gonna help. I'll come back in. It's gonna be just like that again.
I guess it was mutually. I think I kind of forced y'all into it as I was trying to figure out some of these Zoom features or whatever. But we decided that we wanted to do something to represent Black History Month, as the month of February is Black History Month. And so this is our way of sharing in on Black history.
Yeah.
This is our way. And the piece that's in front of us on screen, as Mr. Jones handles whatever, he's still with us. So why don't you go ahead and tell the people why this one captured the show.
Can you guys hear me?
We can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you. We can see you.
Yeah, I'm my phone. I'm kicked off the phone. I'm trying to get back in.
Okay, we can hear you. You can hear us, right?
Yes.
Yes, very, very lightly. Let me see.
Okay, well, Britt is looking at a piece that she's going to talk about. You entitled this piece. Go with the Britt. What is it entitled?
Sweet Drop. And I really, really like this piece. I saw so many things within this piece. I saw the beauty of the Barty, and first thing come to mind, no offense, was teardrop behind. And then it was, beauty in the eye of the beholder. Just many things come to mind, but I really love this piece. Can you tell me about this piece, Mr. Jones?
I just basically was trying to give everybody my definition of pure. The drop is pure. She's pure. She's in the suit she was born in. Everything is pure about this video. The lighting, I mean, everything.
Wow. That's
Very
really
wonderful.
interesting, because when I looked at it, I thought this was an explicit, seductive piece.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I found this piece to be explicit and seductive because of the way her body is positioned in the glass and what she
Right.
in the glass.
And you know, at the same time, I did make it sort of seductive, but I just wanted to still represent something that was pure. As a matter of fact, you know, I don't want to go overboard with the seductive part, but but water represents a whole lot.
Right.
You know, when you put someone, you know, in a pure drop of water, you know, like this, especially if it's also seductive, it doesn't make it seem like it's in a dirty sense. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
So it all basically just stays pure.
Got you. Got you.
Well,
I can see that.
We have, you know, had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day afternoon with you. And,
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I enjoyed myself. I really did.
Thank you, sir. And I see you're waiting to come back in here. Let me let you in. I just want to again thank you from the bottom of my heart from accepting our invitation. We know that you are busy. We know that there's a lot of people pulling on you right now because of your wonderful gift. And we are just grateful that you, you know, decided to present with us today as one of your first YouTube like interviews on the debut of our new BLINGTea with GWO, or Grown Women Only Talk Show. And as we close out, I always like to ask my guests to give the viewing and listening audience the ways in which they can reach you. How can people get in touch with Dwayne Jones for bookings and yeah?
Basically, right now, I reach out to everybody on my Instagram page, which there's a website being completed now. You know, like my manager, he has everything in the make. But right now, Instagram is the best way to reach me. You can always inbox me, and I do see my people in there, and I do answer you back.
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And Dwayne, where are you? I let you in.
I'm still here, but I don't see me.
More. Do you have your camera's not on? Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Your camera isn't on, that's all. It looks like your camera's off. Can you turn on your little camera?
I do now. Am I still there?
You talking, but we can't see you. People want to look at you. Okay, look down in the bottom left of your screen, and you see the microphone and the camera. Click the camera. If you're unable to do it, it's okay.
I don't see you.
Okay. It's okay. We can hear you, so that's fine. But there you go. You figured it out. Why are you playing? You just be playing.
No.
It's that New York thing, that New Jersey East Coast. You know what? I gotta say one thing before we go. I gotta ask a question because you know music, right? And I love old school rap. What was it like working with, performing with the Fat Boys, Run DMC, one of my favorites? What did you do exactly? Tell me about it a little bit more. Don didn't go all into that thing, but I got to know.
Well, you know, back then it was different. We had a lot of fun back then. You know, it wasn't too much, you know, gangster stuff going on, you know, and there wasn't no carrying no weapons and fight. I mean, it was really, really beautiful back then. I mean, we talked a lot of crap in our songs, but we didn't do, you know, all that stuff that's going on right now. So I would say it was very different, very different.
So you
really enjoyed myself.
Right? Did you write? Did you rap? What did you do?
Yeah, I wrote songs, I rapped and performed them. You know, I did all of that. I just produced some R&B. You know, I did it all.
Do you still have those songs handy somewhere close?
I would have to really go digging. But as far as the rap group, they can YouTube. I signed in 7-Eleven and all my songs are popular.
Okay. So what I will be sure to do as I update this YouTube video description is to put that information in there so that people can start clicking on them too. Ha ha ha. And you know what that's gonna do is bring them back to the fore. And you're gonna be rapping too. You're gonna be creating digital art, and they're gonna be like, well, "What's up, rap?"
Only thing I want to be rapping is my hands around some money.
Yeah.
A hot mess. Okay. Oh, my mouth is picking up the colors behind me, y'all. I got teeth. I ain't missing no teeth. Y'all know I'm funny like that. Okay, well, we're gonna get out of here. I just want to thank Mr. Jones, Dwayne Jones.
I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure, everybody.
I want to thank my beautiful co-host, Miss Dawn from CGO GWO Phoenix, BRITT from CGO GWO Birmingham. We have another grown and only active participant right now. That's Marlene Carsholar. She is in Atlanta. She's a founding participant from Atlanta 2016. But we want to ask you all to subscribe to the Cara Jones Unlimited YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. We have our own dedicated profile page called BLINGTea WGWO Talk Show. Follow us, okay? Follow Mr. Jones, Dwayne, DWAYNE_JONES_. Follow Don.Jackson.12. Follow BRITT, Dominga, DAMINGA. I think it's 8013. And we out.
Yes, Queen.
Happy Valentine's Day. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.